Hi Aries, let's do your weekly reading, okay? Let's get right to it. Let's take a card for the wisdom of the oracle and see what they would like to share. Peace. That's a beautiful card. And remember to only take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind, okay? Now let's get a card from the Spirit Animal Oracle and see what they have to share for you this week. Beautiful. It's a scarab beetle. Magic works through you. It's a beautiful card. Okay. Looks like a really good start. Okay. And now, just to let you know, these aren't rigid time frames, all right? It's pretty fluid. It could last longer than a week, that sort of thing. So here we go. It's the first card. Just when you feel it's right for you, and I imagine it probably is. Okay, the first card is a Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is young, full of energy, and wants to learn. And what their main focus is how to think clearly and communicate with authenticity. Next, you have the Nine of Wands. That is somebody you can tell by looking at them. They've been at this a while. It's been hard. What they are all about is protecting whatever it is that they have created or are there to defend. And they plan on continuing to defend this. You don't see them walking away. No. They're all bandaged up. They've been defending, and they plan on continuing. Okay, let's get one more card. The Devil. That talks about something in your life that is not in your best interest, and you need to remove it. And at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. And I have no doubt these two are connected. The Nine of Swords is about having so many troubling thoughts that, according to this image, which applies, is that you can't sleep at night. These are either thoughts from things, thoughts from fears, something along those lines. It could be something that happened to you that caused these thoughts. It could also just be thoughts about you being afraid that something is going to happen. Something along those lines. But I'm sure these two are connected. So you see these bindings on these people are very, very loose. They can simply take them off. All right? Because something is simple doesn't mean it's easy. And if you are to this point, something is really distressing you. So that means you really need to address it. You need to get rid of this energy. Let's go a little bit deeper, okay? And see what we can find out. Because look over here, you have peace. That is your message from the wisdom of the oracle. These three do not look peaceful at all. So, this one did fly out. Okay. The Queen of Wands. Put these up here a little higher. The Queen of Wands is really an awesome energy. And one of the things I like about her the most is she is not afraid to speak up and be heard at all. And she's coming in right below the Page of Swords, which is all about learning how to think clearly and communicate with authenticity. So there might be some link there. I would venture to say there probably is. Now, this Queen of Wands, she leads a very busy life, making connections with others and putting herself out there while she is pursuing her vision. You're confident, you're courageous, you're determined. And like I said, one of the things I think that's really awesome is that you're not afraid to speak up and be heard. And I don't think it's a coincidence that it falls right underneath the Page of Swords, who's all about learning how to communicate clearly and authentically. Okay, let's get another card here. Choices. Two of Swords, you have choices. And if you look, she's got a blindfold on. It is extremely difficult. Imagine this, to make a choice when you can't see what your choices are. How can you make an informed decision? You can't. You must take the blindfold off. All right, let's get another card. You know, these two look beautiful. There must be some resolution in here. Whoop. We had two that just flew right out. Yay, they're beautiful. Okay. You have the King of Pentacles and the Chariot. Both of these are wonderful energies. The King of Pentacles is like the ultimate business owner. And he is very good at his making pentacles. He's confident and attracts and manages his wealth. And one thing that's really awesome about the King of Pentacles is he can see something and figure out a way to morph it into something that is lucrative. Okay, so he's definitely got some awesomeness going there. And the Chariot, I love this card. This is somebody who is driven. These Sphinxes do not have reins, okay? So he can sway a little here and a little there, but he will always get right back on point, and he is going to get where it is that he wants to go. So you have a vision, and you are determined to get there, okay? And you are fueled by determination and willpower, and you're going to stop at nothing on your path to success. And you see, to me, that, I mean, they're totally different, but here's this person defending, and he's not going to stop. You overcome obstacles and find cohesion between opposing forces. I do think there's a link between these two. Okay. Now, let's see what was at the bottom of the deck. The Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is all about love. Okay. The Knight of Cups is romantic, charming, and in love with love. They wear their heart on their sleeve, and they thrive on all things beautiful and are inspired by all the creative outlets that are available to them. Okay, so let's take a look here. All right. Communication, I'd say, is key here. You are learning how to think clearly and communicate authentically. The Queen of Wands is not afraid to speak up and be heard. You're a driving force. You are being driven. Here, you are going to protect and defend whatever it is that you're about. The King of Pentacles, he translates whatever it is into something lucrative. Okay, and you have these two negative ones up here. You have the Devil energy and the Nine of Swords. So, to me, this doesn't look like love. It looks a little bit more like maybe life in general, or your career, if you're an entrepreneur, what it is that you've created. There is somebody or something that looks like they may be in opposition to you. But whatever it is, it could be your thoughts, your fears about, making enough pentacles. Whatever it is, you would know. I really don't, because it's a general reading. But there is something that is stressing you tremendously. And the Nine of Swords is right before the Ten of Swords, which is an ending. Really a pretty painful ending. And I'm sure these two are together. So you need to figure out what it is that is bothering you so much. And even if you have to deal with one sword at a time, you need to work through that. You can have a new beginning without having a painful ending, all right, if that's what you need to do. But you'll have to work through these, and you need to get rid of this Devil energy. It's doing you absolutely no favors. Okay. Let's take a few cards to see if we can get some clarification on some of this. Let's start with the Devil. See if we can find out something. Oh, well, that's an interesting turn of events. The Lovers. Maybe there is a relationship thing going on here. But the Lovers oftentimes is about relationships, but it does not have to be. It is a choice card. At one time, it used to be called the choice card. And here, the Two of Swords is a choice card. So you have two choice cards. And this one, being on top of the Devil, would mean I don't think it's a very happy situation. And here, this person has on a blindfold and can't see. So both of these choice card piles have issues, I think. So, this Devil energy is being clarified by the Lovers. And the Lovers is a choice card that talks about something of the highest moral grounds. And it could very well be a relationship issue. So this could be one, or there could be more than one thing going on here in this reading. Obviously, you want peace. And magic works through you. And I can easily see this magic working through you with some of these cards, like the Chariot, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. And I think what it is you want peace. And you're, right now, with these, you don't have it. Okay? Communication is very important. Those were the first two cards out. This one is learning how to communicate authentically. This one is unafraid to speak up and be heard. So it looks like there's potentially an evolution that happened or is happening. Here's a choice. And oftentimes when I get this card, there could be more than two choices. But oftentimes I will take two cards, one for each sword. And maybe we should go ahead and do that, see if that'll give us any more clarity. Nine of Pentacles. No, you can't see if I put it down there. Okay, let's get one for the other sword. The Three of Wands. Okay, now the Three of Wands is usually the midpoint energy. You have put something out there, like a project or something, and you are waiting to see what comes back from what you have put out there. And that could be with work, relationships, anything. So you're standing there waiting for your ships to come in, waiting to find out how whatever you put out there was received and if there is any return on that. And there's another facet to this card, and that says get out of your comfort zone, because while you're waiting, you are inside of a comfort zone, and it's saying you need to take action of some sort outside of your comfort zone. You know, you don't have to stand there and watch these ships come in. You can go do something. And that's what it's saying. Get out of your comfort zone. All right. Now let's take a card for the Nine of Swords. Beautiful. The Emperor. The Emperor is an extremely powerful card. He's like all four kings rolled up into one. He is establishing structures and foundations from which his success will grow, and that is you. You favor stability and certainty over flexibility and change, and you have the discipline to see your plans through, and I can totally believe that. You have the King of Pentacles. This person has to be very disciplined, you know, to do what they're doing. So does the Chariot. Well, and then you have the Queen of Wands. You have a lot of powerful cards here. And the Chariot clarifying this. So this is really interesting to me because it looks very business oriented to me, but yet there is an element of relationship in here. So it's possible there are two things going on, maybe not. Oh, and the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, all knights are the hardest working cards in the deck, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is conscientious, sticking to routines that have worked for them in the past. You put one foot in front of the other. Yeah, they are an extremely slow-moving knight, by the way. And they get the work done. You're a natural planner and implementer. And that sounds, you know, like a little bit like the Emperor. Okay, so the two choices. Maybe, I don't know. That would be up to you. They both are very good. This one is saying get out of your comfort zone. This one is saying, you know, you've got the plan and you're a hard worker and you're going to implement it. And you have the Emperor, which is very much, you know, much more powerful, but very much, I don't want to say like him, he would be like him, but I can see a big relationship between the two. And these two, to me, are almost in conflict because this person's very content to stand there and just wait for everything to happen. And this person, they're not about that at all. They're about establishing these structures and very firm in how they go about doing what they're doing, the routine. Okay, let's take a card for the Nine of Wands. Queen of Cups. You have a lot of power in this reading, just to let you know. Court cards, and more court cards. The Queen of Cups, absolutely beautiful energy. She is extremely supportive. She feels with her heart. She is here to help people. I love her energy. I think there might be a few different things going on here. One, for sure, the Devil and the Nine of Swords, okay? Those have to be dealt with because they are to your detriment. You cannot go forward with peace of mind without dealing with them. All right? You see the two people standing here. Two people standing here. So it might very well be a relationship issue that is causing you a lot of distress. It doesn't have to be, but I can see how it could be. But this is a choice card, okay? And you have one here too. So there could be a link between a relationship and your career or your life in general. But that's almost beside the point. The main point, I would say, of this reading is to get rid of all the negative energy, all the negative thoughts. Swords are thoughts. They can be thoughts from things, but they're thoughts. You need to get rid of those. That will get rid of this devil energy. It's extremely important. And I do believe you're working through that because you have the Emperor clarifying this. He's extremely strong, which means you're extremely strong. You will be able to do this. And I don't think, it could take time, but I don't think you're going to have a problem doing it. Now remember, when you go through something like that, you need to also take a little bit of time to heal. All right? That's part of the process. So it could be a relationship, it could be work related, it could be life related. I don't know. You have a lot of court cards. Love. Love. Knight of Pentacles. The Emperor. They have a lot in common. Structure. You are determined. You are going to go where it is that you are wanting to go. The Nine of Wands. He is going to defend what it is that he has set out to defend. And that's clarified by the Queen of Cups. Love. Learning to communicate. Not being afraid to communicate. I think this is kind of a complex reading. I do. And you had these choices. Very structured. Crossing all the T's, dotting all the I's. You take this further down the road, you get the Emperor. Extremely strong. Don't stand still waiting. Take action. The Chariot is one of the most action-oriented cards, period. They are a driving force. So, get out of your waiting mode, get into action mode, have structure, have a plan, be able to communicate clearly with authenticity, and don't be afraid to speak up. It's important, obviously. Very first two cards. Whatever you do, be compassionate, do it with love. But take care of these issues because you must get rid of that and that. And I think this is telling you how to do it, okay? Let's take a few cards to see if the universe would like to clarify. Take a look. Flew right out. Ta-da. This is the universe's way of saying, I meant what I said. Okay? So the universe is saying, you need to take action. Okay? You need to get on top of this. Use your Emperor. Get rid of those Nine of Swords because they are going to be harmful to you. All right? Or they might already be doing harm to you. And you have so much potential. There's so much you want to go forward with. Yeah, you need to get on it. Okay, let's see what else. The Four of Cups. You're looking in these cups down here, and you are not very happy about them. Okay, they're not serving you, or you don't believe they are. That could be these energies. All right. And down here, you have wonderful opportunities. And the Emperor. You have beautiful opportunities. So stop looking in these three cups and look in this one cup. The universe has something for you if you are willing to take it. If you're willing to get rid of this and look in here. Okay, let's get another card. Oh my gosh, that's what's in that cup. This is the very best card in the deck. You cannot get any better. This is what's in that cup. Okay? Beautiful. Total abundance, total happiness, joy, contentment. Everything you could ask for is right there. And the sun, it's saying, let your light shine. Okay, so this is, because of this especially, and the Emperor, this is wonderful. You are going through a challenge. Deal with the challenge. Allow yourself time to heal. Different people takes different, amounts of time. And it also depends on the cause. Healing could be very quick. It could also be a slow process, but you need to allow yourself to heal. That will take care of the devil energy. That will take care of the Nine of Swords. Quit looking at whatever it is that you're looking at that is bothering you so much that it's putting you in this energy. Look in this cup from the universe and you will find the sun, the Chariot, the Emperor. This gives me chills. It's actually beautiful. It's a process that you have to go through, but there is fantastic rewards if you deal with these swords. Okay, now quickly, I'm just going to read the very short version of the Peace card. Peace, freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. And it says it doesn't get any better than this. A quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. It's beautiful. Enjoy it. Okay, so this is just telling you, here you go. Take care of this issue. You will have the peace and the sun. And magic works through you. So there is something that you are meant to do that is beautiful. Okay, let's take a charm. And I don't look, so I never know what I'm going to get. Lovely. Okay, this is wheat. And this means abundance, which I can totally believe. It totally fits in. Abundance is waiting for you. Take care of these swords energies, which will take care of the devil. It'll be gone. You'll be able to get rid of this. You will have your sun. You will have the Emperor. All this wonderful energy. It looks like it's going to be a very busy time frame for you, but the outcome is beautiful. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps. Have a great week. Much love. Bye.